how is everyone doing? We're going to be fixing congestion in the video game Cities in Motion. I've got two areas. This is one of them that is highly congested, and there is another one which is, I don't know, it's probably up over here with the same thing. But we're going to start out over here. I'm going to show you how to fix this. A couple different ways to do it. It is in some part because of bugs in the game. So first of all, having the trains coming from the right and going into the station is really good because it doesn't have to cross over the path of another vehicle, and having trains going to the left is really good for the same reason. But we're going to fix this over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make 4 rail lines going across over here. I am going to use the tram feature with these single lines, and I'm going to bring this line over through here like so and into the station. Obviously one of the things you're going to ask is, well, you still have one line over here, why don't you use all the lines? I'm going to do that. I'm going to fix this area. You notice that the road has a bus line over here, and I am going to take advantage of these lanes to get these vehicles in. So the first thing is to lay the track. The second thing is going to be to drop down a marker, which is right here. Obviously you could put it over here, you could put it over here. I'm just going to put it over here. And what's going to happen is the vehicles are going to drive. Wait a second, that looks like that's the wrong marker. That's a bus. Gotta use the right one. So I am going to do a tram marker. Did I not? I deleted the wrong thing. My game is a little bit slow, unfortunately, because of the laptop. Oh, it deleted the road. Ah! And there's no undo, right? So it needs the avenue, 3 lanes right here. And I will redo the tram. Hopefully I did everything correctly. There might be trains coming from the other direction, so I am going to link it just in case, like so. You can have very complex rail crossings. You won't have any problem. You notice that these vehicles are now moving out. So I don't want to tie up the traffic from the other direction either, so I'm going to add an extra line over here. You really don't want these guys to cross over when they enter the station. You know, it would be better if they came all the way around the block, queued up over here, went across. It's definitely possible, or if they come through this center road. This right here is a waste. We're going to delete this little road here. So what I could have them do is turn right over here, come down this road, turn left over here, feed in. It won't make a difference, so who cares? Now you see that there's only room for so many trams over here, so I am going to add another lane. And I will put it over here, and I will have it continue onwards. We will follow this particular one. going to have to add a marker, which will go right here, I suppose. It is easy to figure out which trains go this way. You have to go to the station, like this one over here. Tram line 13. That's how you do it. And then you click the flag with the plus. I'm going to pause it for a second. I mean, this is tram line 13. It should have no problem coming in. Maybe I did the little dot thing wrong. I don't understand how it can be wrong. It's tram line 13. You should be adding it. Okay, so for some reason it's not doing it. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but I am going to look at what's going on. Oh, this is the reason why. You got a stop over here that needs to be removed. So we got to go to tram line 13. We have to remove tram stop 95 has to go. And then I should be able to add this. See, there it is. And now they're going to come out of the depot more efficiently. You won't have the big traffic jam. You'll have a smaller traffic jam. Same thing going on. We got too many trains coming in. I'm going to pull out this one over here. It says tram line 12. And you see I'm adjusting it so it goes on the other line. Called the waypoint. And I've just verified that this is the last stop. And then it goes through the waypoint and it goes in. It does not go to that stop. So that's going to relieve some of the congestion. And obviously it works with everything. It works with buses. It works with trams, subways. Looks like there's might be a little bit of congestion over here. Use the waypoint to impact the congestion. You're going to save the game. Anytime you finish building something, go and save the game. You know, I'm going to tell you a story. I used to play a game called Railroad Tycoon. And you could only make like 300 or 400 trains before the game would slow down. And I literally went out and bought a new computer just to play Railroad Tycoon. And the new one, I could do thousands of trains. So that was the difference. So here's an example where we've got a little bit of congestion going in and out. So you see this guy's going south. I'm going to fix that line. And this is not a permanent fix. It's just a temporary fix. Okay, it's a permanent fix. You see how the line is going through? They might automatically do it. Then I'm going to go put a waypoint. And then I am going to find which vehicle is on this line. Tram line 6. and then I'm going to add it to this waypoint, and the trains are going to use that rail line. So they're going to come out over here on the bus lane instead of using the median, which means that they're going to get out a little bit faster. There's going to be less congestion. So now we got an issue over here where you've got some vehicles that want to get in and they can't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the vehicles from the north take the top 2 lines and the vehicles from the south take the bottom 2 lines. Ideally, you want them to go around the block, but I'm not going to do that right now. This is only a temporary solution. And then I'm going to take this line over here. I'm going to make a second line here, which will also go in. Then I'm going to add waypoints. Put 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And over here we've got 10 and 11, right? So 10 is automatically going this way, but I'm going to put the waypoint in anyway. 11. He's going to take the next road. And it's done. There's going to be less congestion. You see, he's already using it. So now they're not going to block up the road. Over here we only have one tram line. It's number 6. So we don't have to... Actually, there could be another tram. There could be 2 coming up this road. Looks like there's only 1. They will not alternate the lines. All the trains, if I do 2 different options, they're all going to take the same one. In fact, don't be surprised if they start switching. Oh, actually, you know what? I didn't make a second road, did I? However, it makes... Oh, I did. It's above it. These guys are probably going to go into the station. Let's see what it is. It looks like he's moving. You see what he's doing? Because of the change I made, there's less congestion now. Just needed a little bit more time. Maybe he was at a red light. They do have to deal with red lights. You don't want them to cross over, so what I might have to do is take these vehicles and bring them around the block. Which is no big deal because they will be picking up passengers along the way. This line I'm not so much worried about the trains coming in. Only 1 line. And obviously the other thing I could do is I could bring them down through this road and into the station if it gets to the point where there's too many trains. This vehicle is obviously waiting for this other vehicle to move. But, you know, he has little choice right now with the way the lines are mapped out. So now we have a situation where... Oh, look at that. He drove over the other one. He could have blocked that vehicle from going north. Going to look for more congestion. Obviously, there's a lot over here. I'm going to make this invisible. I'm going to tell you, this is a great game. This game is absolutely amazing. These guys are probably waiting at the lights. Guess how you fix it. You fix it making bridges and tunnels. And it's easy to do, and you can make tunnels all over the place. That's going to be a while before I start making tunnels through the city. A little bit complicated. It's not easy to do. Not impossible. Too much traffic over here. So, for example, over here, you might want to build an underpass or an overpass. Notice that you've got overpasses right here. The highway is just cruising over the road. Like, I could take this road, make it go under the other road and connect to the other road. You would lose traffic going south and traffic going north. And you'd have to find an alternate route. Like for over here, they can go south if they want to. So then you have an issue with going north. And then they'd have to go over here in order to go north. And it would remove some of the congestion. And look at this. They're all going north. See that? The other thing you could do is make an off-ramp that goes over the bridge and drops them off in the north. I don't like it being this slow. There's 2 tram lines, and there's issues. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it so that 2 can come out. I'm going to double up this line. I'm going to make it easier. If there's too many vehicles in the station, then they cannot come out of the station. And then I'm going to put 2 waypoints. Waypoints are very important. Four and 5 both stop here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change one of the lines. It is number 43. You go to here, you see 43. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to add the waypoint over here. I guess I'm not. You see that? And it's switched. So now more trains are going to be coming out, although they're going to miss that stop over there, but it's not a big deal. They'll pick up passengers somewhere else. Now keep in mind, trains work at different speeds, but they can only go the maximum speed of traffic. So it's not so bad to have a slow train unless it's going on a large stretch of road. If it's going on the highway, you want a fast train. If it's just going through traffic, it doesn't matter so much. It's why you want capacity for congested areas. See how these vehicles are all lined up over here? There's a way to fix this. I could make it so that it splits out over here, so we got 2 lines going in. And that's likely what I'm going to have to do. And then I am going to add a waypoint. Okay, so we have 2 lines going in. I'm just going to arbitrarily pick one of the lines. Let's say it's tram line 4. We're going to look for stop number 42. There it is. And then I'm going to add the waypoint. And notice that the same line is on the inside tracks and the other line is on the outside tracks, as you can see. I didn't do it intentionally, but that's the way it is, and that's the way it should be. So we got a guy over here taking the other track, which means he's going to be able to park alongside this one. And if you had 2 tracks on the other side, they would both be able to leave at the same time. One will have to wait for the other. Look at the difference between the 2. I accidentally bought some small trains by mistake. And there's a bus. One good thing about buses, they will go around a train if the train is stopped. If you have these trains waiting over here, what happens is all the passengers along the line are waiting. So that's why you don't want to have any of your vehicles doing nothing. They have to be moving. So over here we have an issue. There's a huge blockage. Lots of ways to fix it. This vehicle can't come out. We'll see if we can figure out why. See what the problem is? He wants to go across, but he can't. And there's only one way to fix this right now, which is to delete the train. So what I could do is make it so that they come around and find their way back in. It will help out with the congestion. But really, you're just moving the congestion to another area. It is the right thing to do. It does work, but it might not be permanent. If you get a lot of traffic, it won't work permanently. The other thing to do is not allow them to turn right, to make them all go left. See, here we got the same problem. So I can make it turn over here, come down this road, come up this road, and then turn over here. Then I won't have this problem. You see, he barely made it out, right? Or have him go straight is another possible solution. So I'm going to take this line. It's going to go this way. And then I am going to put a waypoint. Now keep in mind, because of the way everything is laid out, they might not be able to pick up any passengers. I'm going to click on the train, click on the line. Look at what happens when I add this stop. You see that? Now he's no longer crossing over. He's going to go around the block. He's going to pick up passengers from over there and bring them on this line. And I'm guessing that there's only one line going this way. Look at all those trains waiting to come in. See that? I'm going to give them another path to come in. You know, it doesn't matter because it's only one train line. So they all have to go on the same line. The other thing I could have done is I could move this back. There's no option to do that. Come through this road, build a bridge that goes over here and then connects into here. That would also have made it easier. But keep in mind, you know, it's a game. The game is supposed to be played, and if you don't have congestion, you're not playing the game. So I don't mind setting it up and then fixing it later. It's no big deal. I made a lot of changes. I finished my orange soda. I am going to save the game. Back in the early 1990s, a friend of mine gave me a game. And I guess he put it on a floppy disk or something. It was probably a 3D object because we used to do 3D objects. This would have been back in 1989. It had a virus on it. And it crashed my computer. I lost my term paper. And that's when I learned you have to constantly save your work because I hadn't saved it a single time. I had to rewrite it. And the second one obviously wasn't done as well because I did a sloppy job the second time. Too much congestion here. This is only one line as far as I know. So I can't split up the traffic. You can only split it. One line goes on one rail and that's it. If you want to split it on two rails, you've got to have two lines. This one has two lines, 10 and 11. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to build a second line for them. Put it on the bus line over here. I guess I hit something I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I accidentally dropped a rail. Okay, so now I gotta got 10 and 11, one of them has to move. I guess it's a stop, right? And there it is. So now they've been rerouted. And what's going to happen is those trains are going to go on that route. I know I should have checked the stop number, but you know, I always do the last stop at the station, so it's the correct one. But you really should check the tram stop number if you don't want to make a mistake, because you know you're going to make mistakes. I don't make mistakes, but you will. And if you don't, I will ensure that you make a mistake. So we've got now an alternative. It really doesn't matter that much. You know why? Because you're getting two lines, but only one can go into the station. It hasn't changed anything. Only one is going to be able to go in the station at a time. I will accelerate. You see that this train over here went around instead of crossing over the traffic. So we got the first train coming through from the new line I just created. He's going to queue up over here, and he might go before the other train goes. It's not done in order. It's supposed to be done in order. The one that was waiting, train number 81, should go next, but it's possible that the other vehicle will go. That's one of the problems with the algorithm. Yeah, it's taken a long time for the trains to come out. You can see he's flashing his signal light. He's going to be making a turn towards the left. But it only allows one vehicle to go out here at a time. The next one also has a signal to turn left. Probably going to the same location. And he's waiting at a traffic light. How much you want to bet? You see the traffic light is red over here, and then, no, over here, and it just turned green. That's the problem. He's waiting at that light. And he's probably waiting for a green light also. And there he goes. I don't see any traffic light over here. Unless that's it right there. No. So there's a little bit of congestion over here. The smart thing to do is to move this building back. You move the building back and allow the trains to queue up. It's easier for the trains to come out. We have to make it easy for the trains to come out so that they can come out faster, so that everything can go in faster. But I don't want to move the, okay, so how do you move a station? This is what you do. You build the new station. You transfer the line. I'm going to show you how to do it. See over here, it's got 4 lines. See, it says depot number 5. There's a way to build a new depot, move the line into the new depot. Do it with all, and you'll see them transfer over, and then you delete the depot. But the question is, how do you do it? I don't remember. Oh, the way you do it is you add the new depot, you add it as a stop. Let's say, I know it's going to be difficult, but that's how you do it. You add it as a stop, and then you delete the depot from the stop list, and then they will go to the new depot. So again, he's waiting at a red light. I believe the way it works is this corner gets a turn, then this corner gets a turn, then this corner gets a turn, then this corner gets a turn. It does something like that with the way the lights work. You won't see these guys making left turns and these guys making left turns at the same time. I'm thinking the only solution is, there's another solution. You see these trains over here? Tram line 7. I can build another depot right next to it, send them into there. And same with these other train lines. I could have them go across and enter a different depot that I build right here. That would also solve the problem. Okay, so this road is a very long road. If I send the vehicle straight south and then hook them over this way, it's going to help in terms of congestion because this road can hold more traffic. So we're going to check the line over here. There's 3 lines over here. And I'm going to bypass from this station. So the trains will come out. This will go here. It can't go to the left lane because this is parking. It's a parking lane. Or something. Which is why the vehicle is parking over there. Okay, I do that. Create a waypoint. Now I got to decide who goes this way. Going to pick this. Not going to be that one. Possibly number 10. Possibly number 11. This is stop 106. See how it says stop 106 is the first one? Delete it. Add the waypoint. You see, it did it automatically. It automatically routed through here. It is going to cross over. See this crossover here? That's a potential for a traffic jam. However, the advantage of pulling the traffic out straight forward and because this can hold so many trains, let's say 4, it's going to pull trains out of the station. And right now there are no vehicles in the depot. So for some reason, this train is not entering the depot. I'm going to sell it. It's like the train isn't even there. But then I'm going to buy 2 more trains. The depot is mostly empty, so we should see a lot of trains go in. There goes another one entering the depot. Another one is entering. And the first one that is going directly south. All those trains are not picking up passengers right now. They need to move faster. In fact, I might move line 10. Line 11. I'll go here, here, here. Click here. Drop it there. Drop it there. and then drop it there. You got to add a waypoint. And you see it's automatically going in.